Okay, so now I'm going to be going through the problems of being antisocial. I'm going to start this by saying it wasn't always like this. I wasn't always this shut-in who could correctly tell the difference between a gaming keyboard and an inferior peasant interface device. I used to not know what DPI even meant. I even, on occasion, ventured out into the real world to talk to real people and then try and have sex with them. Alas, that was in my youth when I still had hair and wasn't embarrassed about my genetic affliction. Yes, I was that unashamed ginger who thought nothing about being considered a pale white freak with an unpleasantly unnatural clashing hair colour. I never let that stop me. I had so much else going for me. I played in rock bands, wore leather jackets, and generally had success with women. I'm putting that down to the being in a band brand of magic. It has, after all, been helping ugly people like me get laid since the beginning of time. As I sit here writing, I imagine my younger, more social days through the prism of a rose-tinted glass. I always enjoyed video games, and there came a time where constantly listening to other people's problems became distinctly unattractive to me, especially after work when all I wanted to do was, well, nothing, actually. It turns out I'd much rather do nothing than watch reality TV, for example. I had a girlfriend once who watched EastEnders every day, not because she liked it, but because it was just something to do. If that's not perhaps the best example of a waste of time, then I don't know what is. Slowly but surely, I came to detest most people. Each one of them as perpetually average as the last. The only people I actually liked were completely unsavable assholes like myself. And there's nothing to get you never invited to parties again like me and another me completely dominating every conversation with our stupid in-jokes and outspoken opinions. So as you can see, adulthood ain't all it's cracked up to be. Hence the transformation into the antisocial prick you hear in these videos. So what, if anything, do I miss about being social? Well, to tell you the truth, not much at all. Turns out, Zoe, the best person I have ever met, doesn't really like people either, so I'm not wanting for female company. She regularly cracks yawning jokes when boring people are waffling on about themselves, a trait which I do not share, not one little bit. Maybe it's because I'm so self-absorbed that I can't stand other people. Raise your hands if you've ever had a slightly drunken conversation where you haven't actually listened to the other person, you've just waited so you can start talking again. Yep, that's what I thought. Everybody does that, and that's kind of my point. I'm not antisocial, it's just that most people are a bit shit. Know your stories about going to the gym aren't fascinating. Know your new job isn't the best thing I've ever heard. Let's face it, most people's jobs are essentially the same thing. Answer the phone, write and receive emails, occasionally take some shit, occasionally give some shit. There we go, 30 grand a year. That's most people. How fucking interesting is that? I'll tell you how interesting. I can't even remember what I just said. Fuck people, and fuck you. Later, Vegas!